They say that to achieve anything in life, you need to work hard, make the right connections, and have a little luck. But what if I told you that none of these are the most determining factors? Well, there is a hidden code, so powerful that Nikola Tesla claimed that by understanding it, you would understand the entire universe. This code lies not in physical strength, nor in pure intelligence, but in your vibration. Sounds counterintuitive, perhaps. After all, we've been trained to believe that results come only from effort, but the reality is different. Your energetic frequency shapes the opportunities that arise, the people who cross your path, and even the obstacles that appear. It's as if you were a living antenna, emitting signals that the universe responds to with absolute precision. The best part, you don't need decades to start seeing changes. In just a few days, sometimes hours, adjusting your vibration can trigger such a visible transformation that even those who don't believe in the law of attraction will notice. It's the difference between swimming against the tide and sailing with the wind in your sails. Less effort, more results, more prosperity. But before you think this is just motivational talk, let's explore together how to control this energy, increase its resonance, and make manifestation work for you. From now on, prepare to open a door that will never close again. Some people believe that achieving something great in life depends solely on physical effort and hard work. But Nikola Tesla, with his vision beyond time, knew that the true difference lay in another dimension, vibration. It's like tuning a musical instrument. If the string is out of tune, the music loses its charm. In life, if your energy is misaligned, any attempt to achieve abundance and prosperity sounds off-key. And make no mistake, controlling this frequency is more decisive than any diploma or influential contact. Controlling your own vibration is like having the master key that opens all doors. Imagine two people trying to climb the same mountain, one carrying a backpack full of rocks and negative emotions, thoughts of scarcity, and the other carrying only the essentials, positivity, inner power, and a prosperous mindset. Who do you think will get there first? That's exactly how it works. The frequency you emit defines the quality of the path and the speed of your conquest. The curious thing is that when someone masters this control, even the most unlikely circumstances begin to work in their favor. Opportunities appear out of nowhere, transformative encounters arise, and the manifestation of what previously seemed impossible becomes inevitable. Tesla said that to understand the universe, one must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And he wasn't just talking about science, he was offering a map for navigating reality. The key is realizing that this energetic attunement isn't a gift reserved for the enlightened few. Anyone can learn it, as long as they're willing to take the wheel of their own energy. The question is everyone willing to align their thoughts, emotions, and actions to maintain the right balance? Well, that's a topic for the next point. Controlling your vibration isn't something mystical or inaccessible. It's actually about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions so they're all on the same frequency. Imagine trying to row a boat while one oar pulls forward and the other pulls back. You try hard, but you don't move forward. In life, negative thoughts and inconsistent attitudes create exactly this effect. A silent resistance that blocks the manifestation of prosperity and achievement. When mind, heart, and attitude resonate, reality responds almost immediately. It's like tuning a radio. If you want to hear classical music, you need to tune it to the exact frequency of that station. Vibrating abundance means feeling that abundance now, acting as if you already have it, and maintaining thoughts that support that reality. It's not about faking it, but about authentically emitting what you want to receive. To put this into practice, think of your day as an energy laboratory. If you want more positivity, start by filtering the words you use and the stories you tell yourself. Instead of repeating, "I can't," or "it's hard," replace them with, "I'm learning," and "I'm getting closer." Small changes in language affect emotions. which affect actions, and all together create a new frequency. This is practice, not magic. And the most fascinating thing is realizing that by aligning these three elements, thoughts, emotions, and actions, you put yourself on the path to accelerated manifestation. But if it's so simple, why is it that so many people can't maintain this high vibration for long? That's the next point of our journey. The truth is, most people lose their high vibration without even realizing it. It's like leaving a faucet dripping. Little by little, the energy drains away. There are silent habits that lower your frequency. Watching news full of negativity early in the morning, hanging out with people who complain all the time, or giving in to the autopilot of self-sabotage. The problem isn't the big event that throws you off balance, but the small daily leaks that drain your inner power. Another villain is the limiting belief inherited from past experiences. You know that inner voice telling you, this isn't for you, or you don't deserve this much. It acts like background noise that distorts your frequency, hindering manifestation and prosperity. Tesla said that the universe responds to vibration, not to speech. There's no point in talking about abundance if you harbor a feeling of scarcity inside. What's more, a lack of emotional self-control is also a decisive factor. How many times has a simple argument in traffic or a misinterpreted message ruined the mood for the entire day? It's like abruptly changing the radio station. In seconds, the once inspiring music becomes irritating noise. Those who want to maintain a high vibration need to train their minds not to give in to the emotional traps that lower their frequencies. The interesting thing is that, even with these challenges, there's a direct path to recovering and sustaining high energy. And it all starts with understanding how your vibration is directly linked to the results you achieve, something that goes far beyond physical effort or strategy. Before any achievement materializes, it already exists in the form of energy. It's like planting an invisible seed. First, you nourish it with thoughts and emotions, and only then do you see the sprout emerge in the physical world. Those who understand this realize that results are not a coincidence, but a natural consequence of the frequency they maintain. When the vibration is aligned with what you desire, reality is shaped to deliver precisely that harmony. Imagine someone who seeks prosperity but constantly complains about bills, lack of opportunities, and injustices. It's like trying to attract light while turning the switch the wrong way. On the other hand, someone who cultivates positivity, gratitude, and an abundance mindset begins to notice doors opening, contacts emerging, and even lucky breaks happening. This isn't magic. It's pure resonance. Tesla knew that everything in the universe responds to frequency, and this logic applies to relationships, money, health, or any other area. If you vibrate scarcity, you receive situations that confirm that scarcity. If you vibrate confidence and expansion, you attract scenarios that further fuel that confidence. It's a cycle that can work against you, or for you, depending on how you adjust your energy. And here's the point that almost no one realizes. Acting without adjusting vibration is like pushing a car with the handbrake on. The effort is enormous. The wear and tear is inevitable. And the results, well, they're far from what they could be. Many people think that simply working hard is enough to achieve prosperity. But they don't realize that if their energy is misaligned, their effort turns into frustration. It's like building a house on shaky ground. No matter how beautiful the design, sooner or later, everything falls apart. Acting without adjusting your vibration is exactly that. Work that consumes time, strength, and inner power, but finds no basis in reality. You've probably seen people rushing from one place to another, always busy, but without the results to justify all that rushing. The problem isn't a lack of action, but a lack of synchronization. When your mindset, emotions, and thoughts aren't on the same wavelength as what you want, manifestation doesn't find a place to happen. It's like trying to tune into a radio station without being on the right channel. No matter how hard you turn the knob, all you get is noise. Tesla, with his profound understanding of energy, would say that before any physical movement, one must adjust the invisible field. This means putting oneself in the right state, feeling the achievement as already achieved, maintaining positivity even in the face of challenges, and allowing this resonance to guide each step. This is where self-control becomes a powerful ally, preventing impulsive decisions driven by fear or anxiety. When you learn to act from a balanced vibration, what was once a struggle becomes a flow. Actions are no longer driven by desperation, but instead guided by clarity and purpose. And to master this state, you need to train your mind to emit the right frequency, which brings us directly to the next point. Training your mind to emit the right frequency is like tuning an instrument every day. You don't do it once and that's it. It's a constant process. The first step is learning to observe your own thoughts without judging them. When you realize you've fallen into a pattern of scarcity or negativity, you have the chance to change that station before it becomes the backdrop of your reality. This is where true transformation begins. A powerful technique is creative visualization. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to imagining, in rich detail, the life you desire, the place you live, the people around you, the feeling of abundance coursing through your body. The more real it seems to your mind, the more your body and emotions resonate with that vibration. Tesla would understand this perfectly. It's an energetic experiment in which you shape the invisible before it becomes visible. Another essential practice is mental reprogramming, which can be done through positive affirmations or even by listening to audio with specific frequencies while sleeping. For example, phrases like, "I am worthy of prosperity," or "I create abundance with ease," act as commands that replace old patterns of self-sabotage. It's simple, but it requires consistency, and consistency is precisely what creates the new reality. Over time, this training transforms your natural state. The right frequency stops being a conscious effort and becomes your way of being. And when you reach this point, you need to learn to protect this energy from any external interference, which leads to a challenge few people know how to handle. Maintaining a high vibration is an achievement, but protecting it is an art. So-called energy thieves are everywhere. Charged environments, news stories that only reveal tragedy, people who constantly complain or spread pessimism. It's like carrying a glass full of crystal-clear water and sent at you without realizing it, allowing others to drip dark ink into it. Over time, purity is lost, and the frequency drops without you understanding why. An effective method to shield your energy is to create conscious filters throughout your day. For example, when you wake up, instead of picking up your phone and filling it with negative information, choose to read something inspiring or listen to music that raises your frequency. Before engaging in heavy conversations, ask yourself, will this add to or drain my energy? This simple question is an exercise in self-control that prevents a lot of burnout. Tesla, who was immersed in his ideas and inventions, knew the importance of protecting his own energy field. He steered clear of distractions and maintained absolute focus on what he wanted to manifest. In your case, this might mean saying no to invitations that aren't aligned with your mindset, or even changing the layout of your space to convey positivity and expansion. Small adjustments to your environment can have a huge impact on your vibration. When you create this protective barrier, your energy stops being held hostage by the external world and becomes a resource you manage wisely. And with your vibration protected, the next step is to put the accelerated manifestation cycle into practice. A process as simple as it is powerful. The accelerated manifestation cycle is like a gear that, once activated, keeps reality shaping itself in your favor. It all starts with feeling. Even before something physically exists, you must emotionally experience the abundance, achievement, or transformation you desire. This feeling creates the initial vibration, which adjusts your frequency to attract what resonates with you. Without this step, any action will be like planting seeds in dry soil. After feeling comes vibrating. This is where you sustain energy throughout the day, even in the face of challenges. Imagine you want prosperity. Vibrating means acting as if you already experience this prosperity, not ostentatiously, but with the tranquility and confidence of someone who knows it's part of their reality. It's a state that fuels positive thoughts and wards off self-sabotage. The third step is to attract, and don't confuse that with standing still. Attracting is allowing opportunities that are on your wavelength to find their way to you. It could be an unexpected connection, an idea that suddenly arises, or an encounter that changes everything. It's at this point that action becomes inevitable, but not like a desperate rush. It's a guided, strategic, and fluid action. Finally, there's receiving, which many people neglect because they don't believe they deserve it. Tesla would understand perfectly. If the universe responds to your energy, denying what it sends is like cutting off the flow. Receiving is accepting with gratitude, reinforcing the vibration that started the cycle. And to make this work every day, there's a simple exercise that can keep this gear turning non-stop. Maintaining a high vibration doesn't have to be complicated. A simple yet extremely powerful exercise is the 5-minute frequency ritual. Upon waking, before any interaction with the world, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and choose 3 emotions you want to feel that day. For example, positivity, abundance, and confidence. Feel these emotions as if they were already real, allowing them to flood your body with energy and inner power. Then, visualize 3 small achievements you'll accomplish today. They can be simple things, like completing an important task, helping someone, or taking a moment to care for yourself. By imagining these moments clearly, your mind begins to align thoughts, emotions, and actions with the frequency of achievement, which accelerates any manifestation. Another important part of this ritual is anticipatory gratitude. Give thanks as if the day has already unfolded exactly as you desire. This practice creates such a strong resonance that reality tends to shape itself to match what was felt. It's a way to train the brain to seek out affirming signals rather than getting stuck in scarcity or self-sabotage. The most interesting thing is that, with just 5 minutes a day, this exercise reprograms your mindset to operate in constant expansion. And when you feel in control of this energy, it becomes clear that embracing your vibration is the same as taking the wheel of your own life, something we'll reinforce in the next and final point. Controlling your own vibration is like having the control panel of your reality in your hands. No matter where you are today, at the height of prosperity or facing challenges, the choice to adjust your frequency is always available. It's an act of inner power, of accepting that you are not a victim of chance, but a conscious creator of every manifestation you wish to experience. Those who master this do not live at the mercy of the world, but make the world respond to their resonance. Tesla, if I were here, I'd say this skill is the true personal revolution. It's not about controlling everything around you, but about having enough self-control to keep your thoughts, emotions, and actions aligned, even when the storm tries to blow your boat away. It's at this moment that the law of attraction is proven not to be a theory, but a living practice. Every daily choice, what you consume, who you talk to, how you react, is an opportunity to expand or contract your energy. Prosperity and abundance are not privileges of the few, but natural consequences of those who maintain a vibration in harmony with what they desire. It's like tuning into a radio station. When you find the right frequency, the music flows effortlessly. And perhaps the greatest secret is understanding that controlling your vibration is an ongoing exercise, not a one-off event. Those who embrace this commitment open the way to profound transformation and true liberation from invisible bonds. And now that this power is before you, only one question remains. What will you do with it? Now that you understand how to control your vibration, tell me, will you continue letting your frequency be determined by circumstances, or will you take charge? Because if your energy creates your reality, every thought and emotion today is building your tomorrow. Are you willing to continue feeding self-sabotage, or will you choose the expansion and prosperity you've always wanted? What if, a year from now, you look back and realize you could have started today? Don't let another day go by without applying what you've just learned. Choose a single exercise, a single adjustment, and start now. You'll be amazed at the transformation a conscious decision can bring to your manifestation and abundance. Control is in your hands, and if you don't take it now, the world out there will take it for you. The question is, who do you want at the wheel of your life? Because once you experience the freedom to create your reality, you'll never want to go back to autopilot. So, if you want to continue learning how to master your energy, maintain the right frequency, and attract seemingly impossible results, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. Here, each video is another key to unlocking your inner power.